Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in again. We're going to be getting right into the video today because I have got something sent out to us from a company called Tmat. Now these guys are based out of Ohio, so all this stuff is built in the US, which means it's not only easy to get, but you know it's going to work and it's going to hold up to what you're going to be using it for. And what you're looking at, because it's basically like a big Lego puzzle for the bed of your truck, is a organization system with little locking features. So I'm sure if you're watching this video, you might have seen this already. If not, I will drop a link down below to the website. The nice thing is, in my case, we're putting it in my 2023 Nissan Frontier bed. The nice part is, because you see all this stuff here, you don't have to calculate out what you need. Go onto their website, punch in your vehicle, and they will ship out exactly how much you need for whatever vehicle you're putting it into. And now keep in mind, this is not specifically meant for just beds. It's initially what it was for, but seeing how these are just little interlocking squares, you could put this in the trunk of your car, you can put it in the back of your SUV, you could even build shelves in your garage and bolt them down, because if you look in the inside there, it's got little holes in each one. That's mainly for drainage if you're cleaning it, but it also gives you mounting points. So if you built a shelf or something, you could get a little washer and a screw this down, and it's going to hold stuff in place on your shelf as well, just like it will in the bed of the truck. So I'm going to move some of this stuff out of the way, and I'll show you exactly how it goes together. And I'll give you a quick little look here up close in the light before we get it on the bed, just because it is a little bit dark under there. So basically, it is just plastic, but it's super sturdy. There's no flex to this, and the reason being, if you look underneath, you have like the honeycomb effect. All the little indents where you're going to lock your pieces into all have a little connecting plastic piece from part to part, which not only, like I said, it's not going to flex, but it gives it lots of strength. So you can put a bunch of weight on here, you can walk on it, and you're not going to have to worry about it cracking or snapping. And then on the edges is your locking system. So you can see on two sides, you have the male end where you have just little nubs that poke out. And then on the opposite two sides, you have the female end, which, just like I said, it's like Lego. They lock together. Push it down. You can use a hammer if you want. Just do it gently. A mallet would be best, or just use your hands. It does work with your hands just as easy as anything else. And then, again, it's super light. The whole package for my truck came in this box. It's only like a 2-foot square. So the entire truck, I have a 5-foot bed. Everything that came that you're going to see on the truck all came in that box, and it was maybe 10 pounds at the most. So super light, but super durable. All right, so building this thing is about as easy as it gets. Like I said, you want your male end down and to the right. Make sure they're all orientated the same way, because now when we grab our next block, of course, because you have two female ends and two male ends, you could technically put it in that direction and it's going to go down. But then if you got it the wrong way around, when you come to the bottom to do your next row, it's going to have to be upside down as well. By the time you get to the end, you're not going to be able to finish it off properly. So yes, it will fit, but just make sure you have them all pointed in the right direction. Now, to put these together, I'll move the little ones out of the way. It is as easy as just lining up the 4 male ends with the 4 female ends, just like so. You'll feel it kind of click down a little bit, and then you just push. Give it a little smack, both sides, and it's done. Now, you might be wondering what the little ones are for. If you look, this is about 3 wide for my truck, but it doesn't quite make it from end to end. So they send you these little ones because the squares are just one size. They come as big as they are, and if you don't quite fit, you don't want this thing to have a bunch of room going back and forth in your truck. What they recommend is 2 inches, which is about as wide as one of these, from each side of your bed. So in front of my wheel well, I'll probably need 3. Behind it, I probably need 4, maybe not. But you make up the difference with the little ones. So when you get to that point, And again, this has a female or a male end on one side, female on the other, so you can put them on both sides, and that is just to work and make it fit specifically how you want it for your truck. So if you need 2, you put 2 together. If you need 3, 4, and so on, basically anything under the 6 wide here, you can make up that space on each side of the truck. So you just continue going on, do one whole row across, then move down and start the next row across, and so on until your truck is filled. And just so you guys can see how I do this, like I said, my truck specifically is 3 across. So build your 3 across, make sure they're all the same. You can see we've got them all the same across. Then you pick it up, and again, like I said, this stuff is super light. It's very easy to do with just one hand. Line it up, get one side started, and just push. Don't smack it. If you're doing this with a mallet or something, don't hit it right away, because if you're not 100% lined up, you could break the little tabs off. So just go across, and you can see it's all started now. Then just grab your hand or whatever you're using, like that, and she's good to go. Push it in, and you just keep working your way until it reaches the other side of your bed. All right, now there's not really a right or wrong way of putting this together, but I'm going to show you how I'm going to set mine up. So I built it in a way just for visual purposes right now. I'm actually going to change how this is set up, but we have 3 wide and 4 deep right now. And then I've got 2 strips of the singles on each side and 1 strip of the single up top. You can see it doesn't quite go to the end. That's not a big deal. You're never going to lock something that close to the edge of this anyways, but I'm actually going to change out this first row. You see I got 2 left, but if I was to push this in, and now I put that one on the end to keep my space from the edge there. And now if I was to take my extra piece here, yes, I have 2 left, so it'd be 1 for each side. It does actually fit here. You can see it would fit between the bed and the bed mat that we're putting together, the Tmat. Only reason I'm not doing that is because I want to be able to slide this out. So the way my truck is designed is there's a corner here. So now if I was to pull this out, it's going to end up hitting, and I can't pull the entire bed out or the mat out. And my plan is, because I use a lot of these yellow bins when I go off-road, my recovery stuff and things that you don't use as often are going to be in the back. But when you need them, you want to come in here and pull it out. So I'm not going to have it go that far over. So what I'm going to end up doing is using these to fill in the gap. And I'm going to actually make the 3rd and the 4th row, instead of 3 wide, I'm going to make it 4 wide because I got 2 left. So that'll keep it just in from the corner. And then with these little guys again, I can make up the difference to fill in the little gaps here and there. All right, now this is what my specific final product is looking like. Now you can build and do this as you please. That's the nice part about this stuff. And you can see I got 2 rows of 3 with a single or 2 singles on each side. I ended up doubling up the singles on the far end. Reason being, when I push this in, you're going to end up hitting the wheel well on both sides. So now I have my 4 across there, which ate up the space, but I am now able, as you can see, to pull this out and clear the side of my tailgate, where the tailgate closes. So again, if you're going to put this in your truck and leave it in there permanently and you don't want to pull it in and out, you can fill it right up to the edges. I do have a bunch of pieces left. But for me, because I got the bed rack and stuff on here, I want to be able to pull this out. It's just a pain in the butt to try to get in from the side. So I'll be able to slide this out. So now the next part you want to do are what they came out with just recently. These are actually little ramps. Now you can see they're going to send you 2 with little handles. So this is going to be a handle to slide it in and out. It's got the same little female end to notch in, which is why I said keep these all the same, because now this, when you put it on there, will fit. And because it has so many options, depending how you build this, you can line it up and it's going to work all the way across, and it's not going to look funny when it's all done. But you have those, and then they send you a bunch of just the ramps without the handle. So pick a spot where you want the handle, where you think you'd be comfortable pulling in and out. Start there, and then just work your way across, the same as we did for all the panels. All right, so this is how I've decided to set up my final product. Now, with the handles, like I said, once it's in place, it just gives you somewhere to grab onto to pull it in and out of the bed. Now, with the slope of the little ramp portions, I can close the tailgate, and if you look in there, it's pretty dark, but it butts up nicely to the tailgate. So like I said, they end up making this fit perfectly. What I ended up doing also is, because I had the leftovers, I added one more strip of singles just along the bottom there. And now with that, when you're loading your truck up, if you have something like these bins, I mentioned I use these. The littler ones I usually keep like cooking and stuff in, and then the bigger ones with the yellow lid is my recovery stuff. But you can now push it up there nice and easy. But you can see it slid way further than I wanted it to. So for example, I have an Iceco fridge. So I have a plug in my truck. When I'm driving, the Iceco fridge sits right here so it can be plugged in. But of course, gravel roads and such, it's going to bounce around, which it has done, and it ends up hitting the Rhino liner on the bedding of the truck, and it scratches it, makes it look gross, and you know, you just don't want to wreck your brand new stuff. So that's where the T-slot sections come in. Okay, so I decided to get you outside, a little bit of a closer look, a little bit more lighting, and you can see what's what. So again, you can get a ton of different accessories for these just to hold your bins in place. So this one is more of just a stopper. You can use it to hold like chairs and stuff like that. You have the smaller one right there, which is more when you put this in like a corner piece. So you could hold two. You could have one on each side. And then of course these little guys, because now when you sit like this, you can see it doesn't quite line up. But if you put that in the hole there and just push, now it's locked in place. It's not going to rumble around on you when you're driving. And then again, how I have it built, I got the main squares. I got one extra small one there, two extra small ones on the part that is in between the wheel wells, plus the very far end up against the front of the bed. And then you have your handles, which this thing is super light, easy to pull in and out. And now if you had something stacked or strapped down in the back, you pull it out, get what you need, and then you just give it a little push and put it back in, and you're all good to go. So again, all the different accessories are on the website. You can go and pick and choose what you like. And then as for fitment, like I said, put your vehicle in and they will ship you exactly the amount of parts that you need to fit your bed properly. You can pick and choose how you want to do it. You don't have to follow their example exactly, but it will fit and you'll have more than enough to strap everything down. So that's about it. This is what you're looking at. So thanks to the guys at Tmat for letting us test this thing out. It's going to come in handy because like I said, I use a bunch of these type of bins, so it'll hold all that stuff. It'll hold my Iceco freezer while I'm driving around, and you won't have things sliding all over in the back of your bed when you're driving. So if you like it, the link will be in the description to pick up your own. Hopefully this helped you out with the install and a little closer look at what's what. So if you like the video, like and subscribe, and we will catch you in the next one.